Mr. Consunhi, please, huwag kayong matulog dito. Please, wala kami binibaby dito. Hindi porket bilyonaryo ka, tutulugan mo kami. Don't do that. Pambabastos siya.
Hindi pa ako
execution bilang pangalawang aksyon doon sa unang writ na kanilang issue. Would you oblige?
Your Honor, for clarity, your sheriff, the sheriff of the NLRC, will go to the Supreme Court to get the writ of execution and serve it upon the Register of Deeds, whereupon the RD has nothing left to do but to cancel the title. Because that is the last part of the process, of the legal
Okay.
process for the transfer.
Okay. So ang gusto niyo mangyari, ang NLRC pupunta sa Supreme Court para humingi ng writ
Yes, sir.
of execution.
Yes, sir.
Attorney Maranan?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Sir, first of all, this is not, we completely agree with the NLRC. This is not the first, this is not a, the reason why the workers here were able to obtain title here was on the basis of a notice of levy of the NLRC. The property was sold in public auction, and sir, it was never redeemed. So in fact, the certificate of sale in favor of the workers, I think as early as the 1990s, I'm not absolutely sure of the date, sir, was already registered on that title. So it is, we are stunned that a title which already had a certificate of sale that became final because it was never redeemed, was somehow still transferred to DMCI, and that is the subject of the labor case, of the labor proceedings which occurred in 2011. Sinabi ng labor arbiter din, paano naman nailipat sa DMCI to, merong annotations already. So how is it possible that it was transferred in the first place to DMCI when the certificate of sale in favor of the workers was already annotated? And from that point, sir, one court after the other, the NLRC, and then eventually the two divisions of the Supreme Court affirmed it because it stems from what they call a certificate of redemption.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chair, pwede ba natin ilagay under oath itong mga taga LRA? Tingnan natin tibay nyo. Magsinungaling kayo. Put them under oath, please. Itong dalawa. Hindi, yung dalawa, hindi pa ata nag-oath to eh.
Nag-oath na ba kayo during the last hearing, no? Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're under oath. Subukan nyo magsinungaling ngayon. Subukan nyo. Maluwang-luwang yung kulungan doon sa baba eh. Lalo na ikaw, maluwang. Kasyang-kasya. Ikaw doon. So, go ahead po, Attorney Maranan.
Thank you, sir. So, sir, by my records, at least as of 2011, sir, klarong-klaro na yung ruling ng NLRC on the basis of this writ of execution, actually notice of levy, na it belongs to the workers. Sinabi ng Supreme Court, sinabi ng NLRC, bakit nyo nilipat? Meron ng titulo na nandun yung annotation ng certificate of sale na hindi ni-redeem, and yet,
Okay.
nailipat
Right
pa
there.
rin.
Okay, anong sagot niyo doon? Sino matibay magsagot dyan? May annotation na in favor yung doon sa work, yung sa sale, and yet, ginawa niyo pa rin.
Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to be clear with the record, Your Honor. The title in question, Your Honor, is title 12619 in the name of Taguig Land Development Corporation. It was not yet, sir, transferred to the MCI, as per allegations of Attorney Maranan. The record states, as you can get it from a certified true copy, that the title is still with Taguig Land Development Corporation coming from the property of Laxina. So it was transferred to Taguig. Now, the annotations at the back, I'm just running this based on records, ma'am, because I only assumed office last May 2023. So based on record, it was only the only annotation at that point was the notice of lis pendens, annotated. The document was dated February 23, 2009, and it was annotated or inscribed in 24th of February 2009. Then the next transaction was a consulta raised by the RD in 2011, wherein the resolution of the resolution of LRA is consulta number 5208, and that is where I was basing my decision based on the consulta decided by LRA. Based on records, ma'am, the next transaction was entry number 2012-008680, wherein a court order was issued by Toribio E. Ilaw. Now, the next transaction would be the annotation of a master deed. No transfer yet has been made over the property to the MCI, Your Honor.
Go ahead, Attorney Marana.
Thank you. Sir, I think the operative title here is not the title which was issued to DMCI because or if you want to be technical, the title which was issued to Taguig Land Development Corporation, which it's a matter of public record, has already been, I think it has already been either bought out or merged with DMCI. Okay? So, I think the safest way to put it is that Taguig Land Development Corporation is now solely within the control of DMCI. And sir, that's precisely why it is DMCI which was filing the cases in the Supreme Court, not Taguig Land Development Corporation. Sir, if I may, it is very convenient to refer to the annotations in the title of DMCI. But what we are referring to is the original title which was in the name of Laxina, and that is TCT number 25491. Sir, if you begin with the title, I don't have it with me, does it not say that TCT 12619, which is the title you're referring to, did it originate from the cancellation of TCT 25491? See? So the title which is in dispute here is, which is the operative, the one which is significant, is the first title, TCT 25491. Because what are the annotations on that title? The certificate of sale in favor of the workers was annotated on 25491. Therefore, it should not have been canceled in favor of Taguig Land Development Corporation because it had already been the subject of a certificate of sale that was never redeemed.
The cancellation made was by Attorney Rotacio. It was not I who canceled the title from Laxina to Taguig.
Attorney Rotacio.
He's a deceased RD of Taguig City, sir.
So, yung ginawang desisyon ni Attorney Rotacio para sa iyo ngayon ay mali, pero wala na siya.
Sir, if I may, sir, the annotation at the back of the title, if there is no, whatever annotation it is, whether that is an involuntary transaction, if it is not a TRO or a status quo order, the RD can transfer. However, sir, such transfer will carry over whatever annotation it may have on the previous transaction, on the previous title, sir. That is how we do it in the registry, sir. The annotation, if there is no a hold TRO ordered by the court or a status quo order, the RD may transfer, but the annotation on the previous title must be carried over on that succeeding title, Your Honor.
Yung sinabi niyo po, Attorney Garcia, binanggit niyo ko si Attorney Rotacio. I'm really interested. So yung ginawa niyang desisyon noon, nung siya pa'y nabubuhay, do you admit na mayroong pagkukulang siya doon, may pagkakamali?
Sir, I think I should better get the documents first, the physical documents, so I can study whether there was
So you
really
should have
a-
gotten it by now. Alam mo naman, magkakaroon tayo ng hearing
Yes,
tungkol
sir.
dito. So dapat meron ka ng kopya ng dokumento
Sir,
ngayon.
we are trying to get the physical documents, Your
Why?
Honor,
Bakit?
because,
Ba't wala kayong physical document na yon?
sir, the Register of Deeds transferred from one office to another. Therefore, sir, the documents were left on a separate area because the
Oo nga,
RD
pero
office can no longer
we've been having this
accommodate.
hearing for a long time. Nakailang hearing na tayo.
Yes.
At alam nyo, yung dokumentong yun ay very important. So sana, hinanap nyo na yun at dala nyo na.
Yes, sir. Well, we are
Mahirap
still-
kasi ito, itutulak mo si Attorney Rotacio at patay deceased na. So kaya tinatanong kita, para sa iyo, yung ginawang desisyon ni Attorney Rotacio ay mali ba? Sabi mo, you still have to see the documents. Sinambit mo na rin ng pangalan niya. Sana meron ka ng dokumento patungkol doon.
Sir, the transfer was not something I anticipated to be questioned, Your Honor.
Why not? Pinag-uusapan natin dito tungkol dun sa ano.
Yes, sir. But, Your Honor, rest assured that I have already started asking my records officer to locate the certified true copy since last year, Your Honor.
Attorney Maranan?
Thank you, sir. Sir, as Attorney Garcia said, even assuming if there is no TRO,
Excuse me, Mr. Consunhi, please, huwag kayong matulog dito. Please, wala kami binibaby dito. Hindi porket bilyonaryo ka, tutulugan mo kami. Don't do that, pambabastos yan.
Hindi pa ako natutulog.
No, nakita kita, tutulog kayo. Huwag ka. Meron dito mga naapin empleyado na napakatagal na. Tapos ngayon tutulugan mo para kayong naging sarcastic dito. Huwag. Bastusan yan. Huwag mo kami bastusin dito. You don't have the right. Kahit na bilyonaryo ka, hindi ka exempted. Okay? Magpakatino ka. Gumising ka. Dilat mo mata mo. Go ahead, Attorney Maranan.
Thank you, sir. As
Bigyan natin ng coffee. Comsec, bigyan natin ng coffee. Anong gusto niyo? Black or cream? Okay, bigyan. Para magising to. Go ahead, Attorney Maranan.
we agree with Attorney Garcia that if a title is canceled and transferred in the name of of the new registered owner, then the annotations on the previous title should be included in the new title. It should be carried over to the new title. What were the annotations that should have been carried over to this new title of DMCI, of Taguig Land Development? The annotations which should have been included is one, the notice of levy, which was annotated on 16 March 2006, the certificate of sale, which was annotated on 3 June 2009, and I do not know if there was an annotation that there was no redemption on the certificate of sale, and therefore it had become final in 2010. May we know, sir, if those annotations were carried over to the Taguig Land Development title, which is TCT 12619? Those should have been the first annotations on the title.
Can I be given a little time to locate that mother title of 12619? Sir, it got mixed up with the records, Your Honor. It got mixed up, sir. But I have the title of that one too.
You have the
Verify.
title, okay.
So I'm just gonna locate for it.
You have to locate it. For the meantime, while you're trying to locate it, Attorney Garcia,
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.